Hello, beautiful souls. I wanted to give you a walkthrough of the property. We are expanding. So I have just moved to beautiful Shawano, Wisconsin. And first off, huge move, right? Me and my two daughters and all of our animals have moved here to this beautiful property. We are on 20 acres. Now, this place is absolutely beautiful. It was once a huge dairy farm, and then it was a llama and alpaca nursery, and now it's needing love. It is needing love. It's needing a new vision. And now I have landed here. So right here to the left of me, we are looking at the horse barn. We're going to take a walk through there. There isn't any lights right now, but we're going to give you an idea. Now, this property was built in 1919, and we are looking to expand and seeking investors. Now, I think this particular barn, I wonder if I could turn the camera around. I don't know. This particular barn has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stalls and a huge front teaching area. These stalls are huge. This was the horse barn. It is dirt floors, which is really nice. We have our birds down here at the end. All of these shutters open. And it looks at a beautiful 3-acre chunk of land. So this beautiful property isn't just seeking investors, it's also seeking volunteers. We are looking to expand into flower farming, weddings, family events, mental health nights, tea parties in the Twin Oaks acres. We are also looking to subsidize or be a sanctuary for animals, right? I'm super excited. I've been manifesting this for a very long time, and now we're here, but now we're seeking assistance. We also have all these beautiful windows here. Like, he's been collecting for a long time. He's had a big vision of weddings, and I'm like, let's go bigger. All these windows here, he said we could use for a greenhouse. It'd be a super cool boho greenhouse, and it would all be out of recycled materials, right? Which is what we're all about. Reduce, reuse, recycle. This is this front area. I personally would use this for teaching goats, milking animals, chicken classes, animal classes, supporting the kids, right? Supporting the kids through this barn. There was also another stall here. There was probably a stall here too, but like I said, I would use it for showing animals, showing the property. Now we're going to go through this front door here. Yes, it needs a lot of cleaning. It needs some love, right? It's been sitting for a few years, and it just needs some love. It's absolutely beautiful. And the barn up here has heated floors, but we'll get to that. So this is the back side of the horse barn, or the front side. And I'm going to take a small stroll. This is the cow barn. I don't think I'm going to walk there today. We live on this property with 3 other people, and they have all their chickens in here. So I'm going to keep that private for them. But I have had a vision of this space right here becoming a flower farm, selling tulips, stems, cut flowers. We can use them in weddings. We can use them in wedding arrangements. It would feed the bees, the bugs, the pollinators, right? And it would be absolutely beautiful. Mental health nights among the flower field. Come on, right? So this is the biggest investment that I'm working on right now, is a flower farm. And we're looking at doing 600 square feet with this fall, right? This fall. So we're seeking some bigger investments to get first the seed trays, the tubers, and the tulip bulbs to plant 3,000 tulips. It would bring us an estimated revenue of $11,000 in the spring, within the first month of spring, Mother's Day and Easter, right? And that's just 3,000 tulips. We would want to plant delphiniums, dahlias. Like, I have the list down in the office, but see this? I wish it was a sunny day out, but just this part right here with the greenhouse and just flowers. Oh my gosh, it'd be so pretty. And then over here, here's just an area of trees. And I'm like, that would be a really pretty spot for I have a really old 69 Chevy. That's a beautiful truck. It'd be great for pictures. It'd be great to host events up there. Also, it's the trees, so we could do tea parties. We could do herbal planting herbal teas, chamomile, lavender. We're in an area where we can grow lavender, rosemary, medicinal herbs to help heal the people and heal the land. So it wouldn't just be flowers, right? It'd be medicinal, which is absolutely beautiful. We could also do family events where we could have the kids learn to plant. I'm just going to do a stroll around. This is the spot. It needs some cleaning, of course. This down here, this is the driveway walking up to our house. And I have spider webs on my finger. And then coming back around to where I'd like to plant the flower farm. So excited. Now this place is so beautiful. It has cement borders. This was a multi-million-dollar farm. It has borders. It has a waterfall. It has a pond. It has 5 acres right here just of space where I wanted to do teen camping nights, right? Spiritual gatherings, family gatherings, mental health nights. How many kids don't know how to plant a tomato, right? How many kids have never planted a plant or pitched a tent, right? We want to have weekends to support the mental health of the children and the families that are struggling. Now, my business is stretching out into family and teens. There's so much need for teen coaches to help them with emotional regulation, bullying, working through trauma, and also the parents who are shifting through removing, releasing, and working through hereditary family patterns, right? A lot of us, me included, some of the things that were handed down from family to family, from parent to child, was slightly traumatic. A belt, for instance, being beat with a belt, right? These things were passed down from family to family because that's what they were taught. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that causes trauma to us. And then those are things that we carry over to our children. So I have been working very closely with the teens, mine included, helping them through mental health, working through puberty experiences, emotional disruptions, and endocorserin disruptions from um, from the from our hormones being out of balance, PMDD with teens, which is a premenstrual dysphoria disorder, which is extreme emotions, right? Extreme highs and lows. And these are things that I've been working on in my practice, and these are things that I'm expanding to support other teens in the community. Now, not just the community, I help teens around the world, but this land is a space where I can plant seeds to help them, right? And not just help them, but help the mothers and the parents who are struggling to find a place for solace and sanctuary, to find a place to find peace and support within parent-to-parent connections, in a conscious parenting way, in a space of higher forms of love rather than chaos and destruction. Super exciting. So we are looking at over here, back down the driveway. The pond is right back here. It's super beautiful. We'll walk down there. I think we'll have time. This is the ravine that goes down to the pond. And over here, we're looking at the nursery barn. Now I'm like, which way should I go in? We're going to go in the front door. This is crazy. This place has heated floors. It's got amazing lights. It has power and water. One of the investments that I would be requesting is funding to get this back to code. They had some vandalism up here and they cut the power. And I don't even know what it's going to take to get it going again. We've only been here for a few weeks, but this is on my big list of to-dos. Now this is a very beautiful spot. We have awnings, beautiful steps. It's all raw, right? It's very neglected. I would like to do cottage gardens here. I'm going to turn slowly. And have a picnic area right here. And then down the driveway, there's a couple inlets for children play areas. They were going to do grills, but I'm like, let's bring in the kids, right? So all this would be a picnic area. See this beautiful tree spirit over here? And cottage gardens. Bringing in bees and butterflies and monarchs and bringing in the birds and the good pollinators. Giving the land love. So we're going to go up the stairs a little bit more here. This was the nursery. For the first year, because this all needs work before we could put animals in here, I was going to turn this front room into a seed nursery just for the first year until I can get a greenhouse up. In order for me to start the flower farm, I would need to have plants started in February to March. Okay, there's no lights in here. I'm going to talk to the landowner today, see if we can get some lights. It's probably a breaker. Now this is all cedar. It is just phenomenal. There's rubber floors. It's double stall doors. This is the office where I would start the seedlings. So I would have racks and racks of plants. Because this is very insulated and it has the ability for heat. It has in-floor water heating. Again, I don't know what that's going to take to get it up and going. But this would be these two next rooms would be okay for seeds for the first year. And next year, we're looking to expand into goats and goat milk. And this is a kitchenette area, which is another space that would be great for seeds. This was the nursery, right? This barn is absolutely beautiful. We're going to walk over. I'm going to get as much of a view as we can. I'm going to walk all the way over. Now, a lot of these stalls are used for storage right now, but it wouldn't take much to get them emptied and cleaned up. Beautiful doors. Beautiful lights. If we look over here, we have windows for natural lighting. This place even has alarms. It's very beautiful. So it's got 3 large stalls, and they're big enough to make 2 stalls in one, if we wanted to. And then we have the power supply over here. This runs the whole farm up here. This runs all the lights. It's a storage and the water. We haven't had an inspector up here yet. Like I said, I've only been here for a few weeks. I'm going to give you a view of the other side. And we'll look at one of these stalls. Gardens. Lots of room in here. This would be a great place for teaching as well. In the spring when I do the classes for seedlings, this would be a great spot to show the kids how to plant seeds. All right, now we're going to turn and I'm going to show you one of these stalls. Here's the doors. Really great, beautiful stalls. And in all of the stalls, we have a heated water bowl, which is beautiful, and beautiful feeding corrals. It's very large, and there's window to each room, so you can connect and see, which is very beautiful. Now we're going to come out to the front. Which door? We're going to go to this door because it's open. The ceilings are just beautiful, beautiful beams. Okay, now this is the front area. This would have to absolutely need to be fixed up before we could have animals and children in here. So again, the funding that I request would be to clean this place up and to fix some of the stalls, fix up the area, put on some French paint so it's safe before we could even have children or classes in here. The bones are beautiful. It just needs love, right? Now this is the pasture for the nursery. Like I said, it's perfect for goats. Plus you can open it up over here and bring them out into the field. we're looking back, this is the cow barn that I showed you prior. This is the horse barn where we started. And this over here is where I would put the flower farm and a greenhouse over here near this barn. It's a perfect location. It's pretty level land. The only other spot would be on top of the hill, and I'd love to have that for events and animals, right? Because the more pasture for the animals, the more sanctuary we can hold for different animals. So we're going to take a walk about. I'm going to show you the front of the building. Again, a lot of these beams has fallen down. It's been neglected. It's been neglected. It needs to be loved. It needs to be loved. Okay, I'm at the edge here. There's a beautiful retaining wall. Now these, what did I call them in the beginning? Awnings. These were throughout all of the area here to keep the babies nice and cool. So in the rebuilding of this, I would want all of it to go back to its original 1919 building structure. So all of those would be fixed. Right? So beautiful. We're going to walk back over here. The power, these are power cords. This is power. Is it power? It is power. Because these are electric fences, because there is animals here on site, but they're only stored for the summer because there isn't a place for them in the winter, just because it needs love, right? It needs somebody to come love it. It needs some funding for paint and structural support. This beam right here on this, see how it's rotten right here? This would need to be replaced in order to put this awning back up. So it just needs a couple carpenters and some volunteers and some funding to help support. This fence needs to be replaced in order to have goats and smaller livestock for the sanctuary. It would need to have more fencing put up. Again, another reason that we're asking for funding. Also for the flowers, the flower farm, it would need a fence around it because we have a lot of deer here, and deer like tulips and deer like flower. So we would need to have a fence up around them. There is already some fencing, so it wouldn't have to be all the property, which is nice. It would just be bits and pieces of fill-in, right? Which helps financially in a huge way. Here's the back side of the fence here. Here's the grapevines. The landowner was talking about wanting to do grapevines up these awnings, and then we would have food, right, for the animals and for the people, which is a great investment. Also, not just food, but birds and pollinators and all the things. Get through this gate here. This gate is very broken. Now we're coming back out to the front. I'm going to go show you the pond. Broken gate. Super cute though. Nice retaining walls. Oh, close the door, Soraya. I've been here for a little while now. Woohoo! That hurt my booty. That hurt my booty. It's wet. And my shoes are not farm shoes. Okay, here we go. Still recording. Woohoo! And I've been able to communicate with the land. I'm gonna go gentle now. Big old bruise on my booty. Of how they would like to work with us, right? And it's super exciting to have that ability to communicate with the land. Now there's beautiful retaining walls here and flower beds. This is all ferns, which is beautiful. I would keep it ferns. This one down here, I would do herbs, catnip and mint and rosemary, something that would be shade tolerant because there are trees right here, to not just feed the farm and the animals, because chickens love herbs. Herbs are great for animals. It helps relax them just like it is us. But we would also use them for retail. And making teas and healing teas. Now we're going to come back around over here. Here's the pond. Absolutely beautiful. We have ducks and geese out there now. And this here is the barn house. This is an absolutely beautiful building. It would be amazing for events. We have renters there now, which is totally fine. We're all working together to get this place going. And even if we don't have it for events, this property alone has some beautiful things that can offer the community, that can offer children. Like, it's just so much. It's sanctuary here. And it'd be beautiful to have this to offer to the community. Okay, we got about 8 minutes left. So I'm going to attempt to get you down to my house. This is the little inverts here where I would do little playgrounds or picnic areas. Beautiful rock structures throughout the whole property. Beautiful trees, very mature. There are some buck cherries and other sorts of fruit, but it's not like a big juicy apple, right? Or a big juicy plum, which are great in Wisconsin. So we would eventually be expanding into a food forest and, I don't know, ways to feed the community, right? Along with the flower garden, we would have vegetables, and it wouldn't really be for retail. It would be for more teaching in classes for the students and families. When we heal with the earth, we heal within ourselves. When we follow the planting seasons, it gives us an ability to truly see how we can transform within ourselves and within our energy. And we're coming down onto the pond here. Should I walk you all the way down? Okay, I'm gonna walk you all the way down. There was a waterfall here, which would be really beautiful for picnics. We have picnic areas over here. I mean, the possibilities are endless. With a waterfall, we could have a meditation space over here with a Buddha statue and the waterfall. Beautiful flowers over here. It'd be so beautiful. We have some beautiful blue spruce here. Blue spruce. Beautiful maples. The trees were very well chosen. Again, this would be a great picnic area. Some beautiful reeds. Not sure if you can see down there. Where the critters like to hang out. A little beach area down there. If we planted like water lilies and stuff, we would be able to swim in there. And also if we put fish in there, because it would clean out the waters, which is really cool. Here's this beautiful barn house, and of course there's people living there, so I'm not going to get invasive. It's very beautiful. The property is very beautiful. There's lots to see. There will be lots to do. It is a gated property, so it's safe, especially when we're doing camping nights with families and teens. We don't want anybody bugging us when we're trying to do our s'mores. The property opens up over here. We have neighbors over here, so I'm not going to invest over here. And then this is the front house. I might want to go down the gated property, I think. Checking out some really beautiful spaces. Again, this place is on 20 acres, so it would be a beautiful sanctuary for animals of all kinds. How we can support the community and support each other. It's a beautiful gate. I almost want to walk backwards here. And these little plum trees. This is the front house. This was built in 1919. There we go. Beautiful wraparound porch. The home is very beautiful. We haven't been here for a winter yet, so I'm curious as how that's going to go. The property we came from was 3 acres, or not quite 3 acres, almost 3 acres, and we had a wood stove all winter, so me and the kids were like doing all the things. Now we don't have a wood stove. Now we have this beautiful land to fix up and support the community with. Beautiful gardens throughout, amazing fencing for the animals. There's other awnings up there. We have 3 horses and 2 cows now on property. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. The place wants to be seen, it wants to be felt, it wants to be shared with the community, it wants to be shared with the beautiful people. It wants to offer healing, right? It wants to offer connection. And we can do that through working together and building a bigger vision. How can we support each other, and how can we support the bigger dreams? I'm gonna come over here and we'll get a closer look at the house. And then that kind of ends our tour of the beautiful Twin Oaks property. There's some landscaping up here. The barn house. It's a beautiful home and a beautiful space. Thank you for walking with us. Thank you for taking your time to check out this beautiful property. I'd love to hear your visions. I'd love to hear your ideas of how we can build this into something sustainable and beautiful, and something that we can offer to help support the community and help support the area of Minnesota and Wisconsin. How we can support the teens and the families, how we can support those veterans and people struggling with mental health, how we can support each other into unity and healing, how we can grow, how we can expand. What would you see for the land? How do you see things growing? Do you have any good ideas that you'd like to share? Are you willing to invest in this big dream, in this big vision? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to connect. I'd love to hear all your beautiful ideas. Let's make this vision big. Let's make it grow in a beautiful way. Let's not just support the people, but the land and the animals. How we can bring in healing with unified shared dreams, with vision and work, devotion and dedication. Yes, it's a big vision, but it's totally sustainable and it's totally doable. Dedication and devotion to the land is a beautiful process of stewardship. And when we step into stewardship of love, we step into stewardship of the land, we all grow together in healing. Oh, I love you, beautiful souls. I hope you have a beautiful day. I look forward to reading all your beautiful comments and hearing your beautiful input, and receiving beautiful investors to support this beautiful dream and vision. Thank you for viewing and your consideration. Thank you for supporting the highest vision of love. Loving you.